lead, and Riley Watt and Manny Master Giacomo. For the Penn Trafford goals to even things up, Riley Watt, and Maggie Master Giacomo with goals for the Warriors. And overtime underway. North Allegheny is possession. It is a 2-2 game.
And you are correct, Upper St. Clair was a 5-0 winner. And we have the first upset of the day. Tanner McMillan upsets Franklin Region 2-1. So they will move on for the winner of Peters Township and Belgium.
So Tanner McMillan, that's the 10-7 game, correct? So the 10-seeded Big Max with the win. Here's Italia beyond the left quarter. Angles toward the net for Kitchen outfield.
Wow.
And the clear for sidelines.
All in one motion.
And a win. Brings it right back into the Tigers' defensive zone, but I'll let you describe this Machinsky play. Terrific effort there.
Yeah, he came out with Beyond. He was going to takes the shot, but Machinsky able to block it, take control, all in one motion, and they were able to clear. Beyond is like, where's the ball?
What did you say the final was of the Canada game?
2-1.
2-1 over Franklin Regional. So Cam McMillan, 10-7, upset. If the Tigers can claim a win here, they would bet Cam McMillan for biggest upset of the day. See what happens.
Thought it was going to happen, but mostly before, give the Warriors credit.
Now, still could, though. 2-2 tie, 13:44, and counting in the first overtime.
I've had enough of penalty kicks, though. Even though it's just the first game of the playoffs since the last couple of years of them.
Really? And those shootouts.
Yeah.
We saw that a couple of years ago from the North Allegheny perspective. Boys soccer against Kiski, North Allegheny losing in double overtime. It was 0-0 in regulation and in both overtimes, but ultimately the Kiski Cavaliers were the first round win. Let's see if this one is put to bed in overtime before we can get to that shootout.
And I believe it's Jason back at MSA, but if you're listening, add 30 minutes to that start time for Greensburg Central Catholic.
Yeah, that will not start on time. It wasn't going to start on time from the get-go, but it really won't start on time now. Free kick here for Penn Trafford, 20 yards away from the North Allegheny net. Anna Wynn to administer the free kick with 12:44 and rolling overtime clock. Off the ricochet, cleared by North Allegheny. Rolls out of bounds to the sideline. Quickly scooped up by Riley Watt. Hierarchy throw in. Karen to the right corner. Anna Wynn takes a bump ball out of bounds beyond the end line, and it's a corner for Penn Trafford. 8th corner of the day for the Warriors unofficially. Wynn puts it in front off the corner kick. Machinsky knees it high in the sky and then heads it away in a collision with Master Giacomo. No call. Warriors disgruntled about the no call as play continues.
One thing, the officials have been pretty consistent all day long.
One of the Kenzie Ostrada that took that hard hit. Ball in the Penn Trafford defensive end. And then cleared out to midfield. Tigers will have a throw in. Abigail Burge. Umbrellas come back up. The light rain resumes. It's been off and on light rain today.
Sorry, Cameron just got hit in the face. Clean attempt.
Right corner, Mackenzie Youngs. Plays it to the middle of the field. It's Savannah Urick, the only player there. Urick in some space. Chased down from behind, though, by Casey Youngs. Ball played left to Master Giacomo, looking for Italia Biondi, but beyond her, Tigers ball throw in. Deep in the Tigers zone, Jolene Young tosses it out toward Brooke Anderson. Kicked right back by Christina Wallace. Left sideline, Italia Biondi settles it down. And before Master Giacomo could let loose a shot racing out of nowhere, Gabby Smichinsky with a clear. Yeah. As the ball returns to the North Allegheny zone, Smichinsky with a header clear.
You hate to put her on the offensive end because she's been so effective defensively.
But you can tell that that's been the game plan, at least as far as Smichinsky today. She's going to be on the defensive end, and anytime you can step in front and eliminate any of the big goal scorers for Penn Trafford to get a good look. That's her duty today, and she's done a pretty good job of that. As we are tied 2-2 in overtime, 10 to go in OT number 1. Goal kick here for Emily Lyon.
And it's not like the World Cup where you play both favorite times. It's basically a golden goal. Whoever scores, you're going to win.
Sudden victory, as some like to call it these days.
Sounds good.
Natalia Biondi, left corner, takes on a collision from Smirchinski. Cleared off of North Allegheny, far sideline. Throw in by Christina Wallace. So pinball's back toward her, and a Karen shot in front, deflection by Mackenzie Youngs, but an easy save for Lyon on a two-hopper.
Well, she's made her impression on the game, hasn't she? The presence of Mackenzie Youngs, the freshman, since coming into the game.
Natalia Biondi trying to lead herself up the far sideline, but Smirchinski clears. And still tight to the sideline. And players fighting for possession all the way out to midfield now. Warriors will gain possession. And off the foot of Abigail Burrs and out of bounds near sideline. 8:55 to go in overtime. 2-2 game. Megan Barfus. The board cabin and cleared. Just temporarily as the Warriors. Natalia Biondi with some contact. She is whistled and now arguing with the official. You know, do not want to do that. You may not like the call, but you want to limit your petition.
Mr. Slipper might have to break out an extra CD for this.
She kept it under control. Despite her disagreement with the call, play continues on. Into the Tiger zone, Smirchinski will play it back to Emily Lyon.
Who knows with this rain, Randy, the way the ball's hitting that turf, it's skipping a lot now.
Makes it difficult on the goalkeepers. In the right quarter, Lauren Stover trying to roll it in front, but Emily Lyon there to scoop it.
Some note there, just in case.
Far sideline, left corner. It's Nostra Giacomo with 1 goal today. Going to circle around Hannah Stute. And she will circle out of bounds.
It's starting to come down pretty good now.
That first round upset, Hannah McMillan, the 10th seed beating Franklin Regional. Franklin Regional had taken a 1-0 lead with a goal in the 20th minute, but a minute later, Hannah McMillan tied the game, and then in the 56th minute, scoring the game winner. So the big Mex with the first round upset. Mild upset, I'll call it.
Yeah.
10-7 games, almost practically even as far as I'm concerned. 8-9, 7-10, pretty even.
More like a 5-12. It's the 5-12 that 12's supposed to win, right?
I know the Tigers believe that to be the case. There's the 12th seeded North Allegheny group. And a battle here with Penn Trafford. Rain picks up. Midfield, Brooke Anderson with 6:38 to go in overtime. Jolene Young now plays it up the far sideline into Penn Trafford's territory just temporarily, though. As you would probably expect by the score, it's been a pretty even game today. Tigers have a 2-0 lead, but play has been up and down for both sides. It's not one of those contests where the field has been tilted in one direction or the other in a major fashion. It has been a back-and-forth type game. Jolene Young trips and falls, and that sets up a scoring opportunity now for Penn Trafford. Mackenzie Young trying to get to the loose ball 10 yards out. Lyon with a smothering save. Ball still loose, though. Off, back up to her feet. Here comes Smirchinski to try and get to it, and a whistle.
We're going to have
a penalty shot.
You can't be serious.
We are going to have a penalty shot for Penn Trafford with 5:43 to go.
Foul from behind. One player scoring. Gabby Smirchinski's trying to plead her case. They're going to call the penalty shot.
Emily Lyon smothering the ball. It ricocheted off of her. Mackenzie Young's trying to get to it, and then the penalty kick. It will be Casey Young's for the opportunity in overtime with 5:43 on the clock. Emily Lyon anticipating the kick. Here it comes from offside of the goal. Game winner on the penalty kick. And Penn Trafford survives North Allegheny in the opening round, 3-2 in overtime. So how about the weekend for Casey Ox, the place kicker on the football team with a first-half field goal last night, named homecoming queen, and then she kicks the game winner in overtime on a penalty kick. And she is mobbed by her teammates. Penn Trafford again survives 3-2 as they disappointed North Allegheny group. Some in disbelief right now, trying to comfort themselves. A valiant effort today by North Allegheny. But the 2014 campaign comes to an end with a hard-fought but overtime loss today, 3-2.
Yeah, Coach Burkowski, they're trying to plead their case on that penalty kick. But nonetheless, when the penalty kick was called, you hate to see a game decided by a penalty kick, but give the Warriors credit. I mean, they came back. Yeah, not see nothing deficit, and they would have won it in overtime, but what disappointing, heartbreaking loss for the Tigers here today.
The Casey Ox with the game winner. Stay tuned in the post game, and then will be a quick variety post game with another game to come here at this site. But we will hand out very quickly our right automotive player of the game. We'll be right back on the North Allegheny Sports Network.